So it's day 20 of my fast, which means I'm halfway through come midnight tonight. And in terms of how I feel, still feeling really good in the mornings, very energetic and sleeping better than I've done in over a decade actually. I feel cold a lot of the time, so my body hasn't yet worked out how to regulate my temperature. I was hoping that would have happened by now. But I am cold a lot of the time and don't get warm very easily. In fact, I don't get warm unless I've got a hot water bottle or something. I've got 5 layers on now. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm indoors and still feeling cold to the bone. I had some trouble with acid reflux last week to the point where my stomach was spasming a lot, and I had a bit of a panic about that momentarily, but that seems to be dealt with glugging some antacid for a few days, which is a relief because I was worried I was going to have to stop the fast because too much acid reflux can cause scarring to your esophagus, and I was concerned because I pledged to do this as safely as possible and not to cause long-term damage. But that's okay now. I can carry on. Just a bit of stomach pain some of the time now. Aside from that, I'm feeling pretty well in myself, and looking forward, I suppose, to this evening, if you can, to a service we're holding at Southwell Minster to remember those who have died in Britain over the last year from cold or hunger. Quite a few of the people we'll be remembering are particularly people who've been declared fit for work by Atos and the government, and subsequently died either through their illness or, in at least 2 cases I know of, through cuts to their disability payments and then starving to death. So we'll be remembering those people at Southwell Minster tonight. We are halfway through, which means I'm starting to look ahead now to the National Day of Fasting on the 4th of April, and also to the end of the campaign and the beginning of whatever comes next. Whatever comes next is really up to all of us. We the people need to start coming up with these solutions to the problems, because it looks very much like the government won't, and we don't have a strong lead either from the opposition. So the Labour Party aren't challenging this culture yet of demonising the poor, and they're not making clear statements as they should about issues of hunger and poverty in this country. So with none of the mainstream parties declaring themselves on the side of the common good and of those who are most vulnerable, we the people need to do something, and we need to make sure that something happens. What else to say? I've been so overwhelmed with support. I just need to go and get something to show you that I was sent yesterday. Someone sent me this knitted prayer shawl. It's been knitted with a type of stitch which is a Trinity stitch, so that every stitch knitted was a prayer, and it's in the colours that are supposed to represent the wilderness, so colours of the desert, of the sunset, of blues and greys and browns, and just a beautiful and warm prayer shawl. I'm going on retreat next week, so I shall take this with me and use it in my meditation, my contemplation. My stillnesses and silences are getting more still and silent in my head than they have been, so I'm making some progress on that in terms of my own interior fast. And I'm mostly still okay about not eating. I'm not hungry, but I'm occasionally missing the social side of fasting. And my phone is ringing. Oh wait, I've lost some weight. I've lost about 4 kg so far in 20 days, which means that I should be around about a stone and a bit by the end of the fast, which isn't a huge amount. I will be slightly underweight, but not to a dangerous degree. Another thing that happens when you fast to this extent is you get a furry tongue, and that lasts until roughly about an hour in the fast, and bad breath. I've not had too bad breath, but I have got a furry tongue, and it's all the yuck that comes out of your body as you burn off the stored fats, makes that happen. So as a lot of the toxins come out, you feel a bit yucky in your mouth. So that's coming to an end. These are all just symptoms of, I suppose I would call mild starvation, in the sense that I'm feeling well, I'm going to eat. But technically it's starvation, but only technically, since I can at any time reach for food if I want to. And I just want to say how grateful I am for all the prayers and postcards and well wishes I've received over the past 3 weeks. It's just been awesome, and the number of people who've pledged their day of fasting as well on the 4th of April has been fantastic. It shows that our polling evidence that 85% of those 1,000 people we polled said that this is a matter of urgency, and over 70% think the government should act. That resonates with all the things people have been saying to me as well. I don't ever use the word humbled, but this is the first time in my life I'm using it and understand now what it means when you're so loved and supported in what you're doing. I feel truly humbled by it. And ready to carry on with Simon and with Scott, the other 2 people fasting for 40 days, and with Niall as well in Palestine, also fasting with us for 40 days. Palestinian priest in Nazareth who's in solidarity with the hungry in Britain. It's fantastic, and we'll press on for real change.